Hello, in this how-to, I'm going to be demonstrating some of the features of Google Chrome that set it apart as a very powerful web browser that you should be using. Some of the things that I'm going to talk about are the apps, the extensions, and manipulating the tabs. So the first thing that I'm going to demonstrate is adding apps, which is much like adding a bookmark, adding a link, but we're going to add some applications that you would normally or that you would frequently use, and that's pretty simple. So if you notice, my bookmark bar is available, and that's where I'm going to click the apps button. If you don't see that, you simply need to click on the view tab and click always show bookmarks bar. All right. So I want to click apps, and that's going to bring up the apps that I already have installed. In order to add to that, I'm going to click in the bottom right hand corner on the web store, and here we're able to search for apps. And I'm going to add Google Maps. So I search for Maps, and here we are, Google Maps. I will click add that to Chrome, add app, and here are my apps, and there's Google Maps. All right, let's go back to my apps page, and we'll see that Google Maps has appeared. And so that's just a fast way to get to some of my frequently used applications. The next thing I'm going to demonstrate is Google extension or Chrome extensions. And those are these things right up here, which are very, very similar. You can get to those from clicking apps and web store. You can also get to them by clicking this button with the 3 horizontal lines, which I'm going to go that route this time, selecting more tools, then extensions. And here are the extensions that I have, and I'm going to click get more extensions. And how about we do translate? Could be useful. Here's Google Translate. Add to Chrome. Add extension. And then the Translate extension comes up here. So again, that will save time having those frequently used extensions. Some of the ones I have here already installed: Office Online, Grammarly, Pacman, Mail Checker, and Screencastify. And I'm just going to take a second to demo Screencastify. It's an extension that's very useful and very easy to use once you have it installed. And this is used to capture your screen, your desktop, your movement, and then you can play that back for students when you need to. And so it's simply start recording and select entire screen. And now I'm recording. So this is a recording of a recording. That's crazy. And I'll click stop, and that's going to save to my Google Drive, and makes it very convenient. The last thing, I'm going to exit out of that. Last thing I'm going to show you is just manipulating the tabs while you're in Google Chrome. Sometimes you might want to set them up side by side so that you can read 2 things at once. I often use it because I have a projected screen and I set it up as an extension. So if I wanted to show a website to the class, I pull it down and then I drag it to the right, and that will show up on the screen in front of the class and it won't be on my screen. To just demonstrate setting up a side-by-side window here, I'm going to pull down a tab by clicking on it and then just dragging it down, and then changing the size of these windows. So now I have two side-by-side windows available. And I could, I could copy information, or I could read from one side and answer on another. Students will probably find that useful. And I think that about does it. So we talked about the apps, the extensions, and manipulating the tabs and sizes. Hopefully this how-to was informative and helpful. Thank you.